Try to wear white, wear light.
Best way, I go to the beach. Try to go to the beach. And then again, say if it's a really hot day, you know, staying inside in more air conditioning type of unit, but drinking lots of water.
I stay inside my AC house or go in my pool.
Drink lots of water, try to find a cool spot, air conditioning. I actually quite like being in the hot weather sometimes, so yeah, maybe go down to the beach where it's cooler. Yeah.
Air conditioning, of course, that's the number one thing. I'll just say this is similarly to that of the Philippines or Hong Kong, very humid place. A lot of people actually do try to spend a lot of their time in shopping areas, or if not public places where there's air conditioning.
Well, I guess staying out of it is my first solution, and I'm fortunate enough to work in a building with air conditioning, so I try to stay there as much as I can.
I love the hot weather, and in fact, most times I turn my air conditioning off because it makes it too cool.
Well, I drink a lot of water. I try to stay indoors in air conditioning as much as I can. If I'm doing anything, I do it in the early morning.
I'm really comfortable now wearing shorts and shirts and sandals almost every day.
Trying to be as close to the water when you can and stay in the shade as best as possible.
Around where I work, there are a bunch of homeless people there, and they sort of stick to the shade, but in the summertime, I mean, with the buildings past noon, the shade's on the other side.
You know, as Canadians, we're always, the emphasis on the winter and the cold, and you know, and you think, oh, the summer, why, you know, homeless people, oh, that's their time of year, we don't really need to help them then because it's winter in Canada. And I think people don't realize, well, the scorching temperatures are just as, you know, it can be just as detrimental as cold temperatures in terms of you have nowhere to go.
If there's maybe fountains located in different areas downtown, like on the side of a wall or something, it'd be better.
Overheating is almost as bad as freezing to death, in my opinion.
Giving them water and maybe shelter to cover them from the heat.
I feel like I'm more aware of the things we do in the cold weather for the homeless people.
And being homeless, I guess you don't, have the ability to go to places to a tap and get a glass of water, and handing a bottle of water is probably one of the best ideas you guys could probably do. Cooling stations are always great.
I hear them on the radio, and when they announce heat alerts about the centres downtown where people can go to cool down and get water. Yeah, I wasn't aware specifically that the Salvation Army ran those centres, or some of them anyways.
I've also seen programs where they, I think it's at the Metro Hall, that people do go to Metro Hall, just as a cooling down station, if I'm not mistaken. And same thing, of course, other Salvation Army centers as well.
Yeah, I can't handle it, so yeah, I can't imagine being in the sun all the time and being sunburned, and can't imagine that.